That's how rare it is to have a woman that, and if you're this woman, like you don't even lift weights and you look like Justin, because you have those kinds of genetics. Now that brings us to the next one, which is the low reps versus high reps. Like, oh, low reps bulks, high reps tones or sculpts. Like, what's the problem with this particular message?
I feel like this is, again, like where the 90s like still leaks in the present day, and you're just like, what? I think, again, this whole like, oh, I should only do low weights and I should do high reps, like that's still coming from kind of that fat phobic place of I don't want to be in a bigger body, or I don't want to be bulky or toned. And so I think it's just it's so tough because, again, kind of like we were talking about earlier in the show, typically for a lot of male athletes, especially if you were playing football, you were playing baseball, or any sort of sport, you were likely doing strength and conditioning, and you were likely in the weight room. And so you already had some exposure to, hopefully what a good training program might look like. But I think a lot of women likely resonate with me where it was like, oh, I didn't start lifting weights until I was 22 or 23. And like, I remember being in the gym and being like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm on the machines. I'm doing the thing. And like, and so it's just kind of this bad information thing. And so I think like one of the most powerful things that someone can do is just follow a good training plan and follow one that promotes being evidence-based, like avoid following workouts from, your favorite person on social media, or maybe you're getting, random workouts off of YouTube, or like, I know when I used to do CrossFits, like there was like a couple different big companies out there, and it was like Invictus and Misfits and CompTrain